All right. Hey, Facebook. I think I'm live. I don't know. It says live and it's still spinning. I start every live with this very confused look on my face. So there we go. I'm live. Hello, Facebook. I'm Darcy. I am the creator of the Vibrant Woman course, and I am here today to tell you exactly what that program is and why I think you should be in it, actually. So, my background is that as a young single mother, parenting my newborn daughter through a medical emergency, and then all through the years of trying to help her rehabilitate, I just came like um, smack dab right up close looking at the flaws in our healthcare system. That's what I want to say. I wanted to say it gently. But the point is, our current paradigm for health is we have a sick care industry. And our current paradigm is flawed, very flawed. It's based in a lot of unconsciousness. And so, if you are ever somebody who has been in a health crisis, then you know there's a lot of different information out there that can make it feel very overwhelming, right? Especially if what you really want is wellness. We deal with a lot of our current health problems based on the surface level of symptoms. We do our very best to mask and treat symptoms without ever looking at the root cause. Now, I learned that in helping my daughter overcome a brain injury. I also relearned that when I had to get myself back in shape, I mean, like functional shape after a serious burnout. I mean, I hit rock bottom and I hit it hard. My adrenals blew, my thyroid came down. I had a whole list of labels as well. Could barely get out of bed, couldn't digest any food. So, and that came from stress. Okay. Now, if you want to know more about that story, I write about it on my blog. I'll be writing it about it in a book coming up soon. The point of this is that that life experience gave me a really an intense wake up call, and it gave me an incredible perspective on what actually is possible in terms of healing and health and well-being, thriving in a human body, right? Even when the odds are against it, even when you have a terrible situation or a setback, that it is possible to overcome all of that. It is possible to heal. And I've experienced that. I experienced it in my daughter's journey. I experienced it in my own. And so, what that made me realize along the way there, I became very familiar with, a lot of different modalities, healing in different cultural traditions and healing from different integrative perspectives. So I met a lot of really genius people who each had sort of a piece of that puzzle and helped me to understand what basically the body was doing. When your body sort of presents a disease state, there's messages in there, okay? And this isn't woo woo. This is very practical and real and concrete, and what the body tries to do as it heals itself. And so the point is, we can either mask those symptoms with medications, and I'm not here to say that some people don't sometimes need medications. I'm not shaming anybody for taking medications, but what I'm saying is, if we really want to thrive in every way, I think we just have to look a little bit deeper. So my journey taught me to do that. And I just feel like it is not good or right or true for me to just kind of move on with my life and do something else and keep all of that really powerful information to myself. So, as a wounded healer does, I'm here to just share as much of that as possible and give these tools to other women to empower them in their lives. Because here's what I've learned: the female body in particular has incredible healing power. It is incredibly intuitive, and those messages come to us through the feelings and sensations and symptoms that manifest in our bodies. So if we want to thrive in every way, then what we really have to do is get better at learning to listen to our bodies. And that's not common in our culture. It's not even very welcomed in our culture. So it's time to just change that culture. It's time for a paradigm shift. We want to move into thriving. I created the Vibrant Woman course with that in mind. It's based on all of the healing tools that I learned from experts over the years, and all of them have sort of been combined into a way that is very focused on a woman's intuitive wisdom as it comes through her body. So the point is, I have the tools, but you have to learn how to use them in a way that works for you. That's why this is not a diet. This program will help many women lose weight. That's definitely what happened for me. But it's not a diet, and it's not about sort of like denying ourselves anything. It's more about tuning into what your body really wants and is asking for and learning to do that. It's also not prescriptive. I am not here to tell you what you should eat or shouldn't eat, how to exercise, how not to exercise. What I am here to do is to help you tune into what your body is actually asking for so you can do that, right? We have this expression, you do you, but for so many of us, it's like, well, what is that? And for a lot of us, the signals that we're getting are actually based on signals that are built in sort of an addictive response, right? Because we've been doing something that's not good for our bodies. Particularly if you followed me at all, we did a carbohydrate test in my private group over here in the Vibrant Women's community on Facebook, and women had absolutely incredible results. Not because they did what I told them, but because they began to listen to their bodies. They learned how their bodies are really responding to sugar and the foods that turn to sugar. We had incredible results in there. Women lost 2 pounds, 4 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. They lost their addictive cravings. They lost their headaches. They lost their bloating. They lost a few pant sizes. All these things they lost when they were willing to give up these toxic foods that are celebrated in our culture but are really not good for the human body. So anyway, the Vibrant Woman program is based on a bunch of tools that you can implement, and I'm going to coach you through how to do that. We're going to look at nutrition, how to know what foods your body thrives on and which ones it doesn't. We're going to look at exercise, what kind of exercise and what kind of exercise intensity is right for you. A lot of us are actually over exercising and causing more harm than good, just because we're not really aware of the biomarkers, what your body's trying to tell you in terms of stress. So we're going to talk about sleep and stress reduction. You're going to learn where the most toxic substances in your life and your home are and how to get rid of those. You're also going to learn about how all of these things play together to really form the foundation of a healthy hormone system. So if you are experiencing hormone imbalance, like hot flashes, like weight gain, like headaches, like PMS, like just feeling kind of cranky and out of sorts for part of your cycle, then definitely you need to come and check out this Vibrant Woman course, because we talk about what is the foundation of hormone balance and how to make sure that we've got those pieces in place. We also learn what the symptoms, what these sort of what the discomforts in our body are trying to tell us in terms of our hormones, and how we can listen a little more carefully rather than just try to get rid of the things that make us feel bad. We're going to learn to lean in and use them as the proper messengers that they are, so we can learn how to balance our hormones that way. Okay. You're also going to learn a little bit about conscious feminine journaling and how that puts you more in touch with your intuitive nature, and how to let that guide you so you always know what decision is right for you without having to consult all the people outside in your life and weigh the pros and the cons. You're going to learn how to tune in and make decisions that are absolutely right for you every single time. You're also going to get 2 bonus workshops this year. We've got Morgan Doman coming in to teach a yoni egg workshop. And in fact, you can meet Morgan tomorrow. I'm interviewing Morgan tomorrow, and I'll be posting that ASAP so that you can see just what you have in store, the wisdom that comes through her divine feminine power. She's a powerhouse. And then we're also going to have a bonus workshop with Rev Bridge Feltis. And if you know anything about the Remember Institute and Rev Bridge's work on trauma and oppression, and so she talks about cultural oppression. She talks about how that impacts us personally. A lot of that has roots in white supremacist culture. So if you've been interested at all in learning about marginalization and how that can create stress and trauma, and therefore poor health, both in you and in others, the people that you love, the other people in our world, then you definitely want to tune in for that. That's going to be the last bonus section in the Vibrant Woman course. I will actually also be talking with Rev Bridge pretty soon in December, so stay tuned for that. If you want to, if you're not aware of her work and you want to get a little sample of what is waiting for you inside the course, then you can. We'll have a few minutes to meet Rev Bridge pretty soon too. So there's all of that coming that I'm really excited to share with you. So I hope you'll stay tuned and follow as I dribble out some pieces of this, because my point is to share as much value as I can with the people out there who need it, while also making sure that we can sustain the work inside the Vibrant Woman course. And so there's a tremendous discount. You're going to save $187 if you sign up before the end of the month. That's just to make this as accessible as possible for as many women as possible. So I will put the link below. I absolutely invite you to head over to my website and give a look there at what's going to be offered in the course. What I want to just finish with, I think the most important aspect of this that I'm offering this year that I've never offered before, what's going to be born at the end of this course is something called the Vibrant Woman Alumni Membership. And we might have to get together and give it a new name. But the point is, this will be for graduates of the course only. It's a private membership. The first 2 months are going to be free. They are included with the cost of the course right now, so that everybody who takes the course can come on in and give the membership a try and see if that's something that you're going to want to continue. And I absolutely know that it is. I'm creating this membership basically out of the feedback that I got from the last time I offered the course. And what women were saying was they learned so much that helped them transform their lives and their health, but it was hard to maintain all of that sort of in the face of this, because it's a bit countercultural, right? So in the face of these toxic habits in the culture and what their family and friends were expecting of them, many of them just kind of felt the pressure and the momentum to slide back into old habits rather than really staying on the track of well-being and implementing what they knew, what they were discovering works best for their bodies. So the point is, it is kind of hard to make those changes and sustain them without support. So this year, we are going to have all the support that you need to make sure that happens for you. So the membership community will be a place where we will meet once a month for a moon cycle, a moon circle, for our moon cycles, right? To talk about all the things women experience as they transition month to month in their cycle. So we'll get together and have a moon circle every month. We will also get together and have Q&As with me, because what happens when you learn new things is that you begin to implement them, and you often have questions later that you didn't have at first, right? Learning is one thing and living it is another. So I'll be there every month to answer your Q&As. And then also every month we are going to invite in a guest expert. So folks like Rev Bridge, folks like Morgan Doman, folks, actually, I don't want to give away too many. I've got a bunch of kind of secret surprise folks lined up and ready to come in once a month as a guest expert to share their knowledge and information with us, to answer questions about topics that are related to our course topics, related to nutrition and sleep and exercise and hormone balance. You know, we have to look at things like the products we're using. The things we slather all over our skin are affecting our health. So how do we know which products are better than others? Well, we're going to get together in that monthly membership and talk about things like that. So the point is, the support is going to be there, and it is for course graduates only. That's why I really want to make it clear to everyone out there that if that kind of ongoing support is important to you, if you would love to have a place that you can ask your questions, you can be your real self, you can make sure that you're kind of staying up to date on the things that we should be doing. Supplementation or no? Vitamins, are they good for you or no? Synthetic bees, should we be taking those or no? What about probiotics? Probiotics are really important, except now we're learning that, actually there's some harm. And, once probiotics became a $3 billion industry, we're beginning to see some negative things happen there. So, yeah, I'm going to stay on the cutting edge with you. I'm going to make sure you have the information you need to move forward and thrive in your woman's body. Okay? That's what I'm doing. I would love to have you join us. I would love to take your questions. If anybody thinks, Vibrant Woman course, I keep hearing about this, and you have a question, post it below. I'm going to answer all of those. You're also welcome to reach out to me by DM. What else? What else is there that I wanted to share with you today? I'm just terribly excited to finally be opening this for registration and to finally have it in a really updated, polished form that I'm very proud to share. The course itself will start the first week of January. And you can find all that information over on the webpage, but it'll be 7 consecutive weeks in January. And then we'll go right into that membership where our learning and our exploring our bodies and are talking about all of these topics in a very supportive, welcoming space. That's all going to be possible, okay? If you have a friend who you think would be a good support to you and you want to take this together, will you please tag her or share this? Yeah. So invite your friends. Let's share this with the women that we know probably need to hear it and the women that we would actually love to have with us by our sides as we take this journey. That again is a little bit countercultural. That's the other reason why I am so passionate about doing this course, because there is so much information out there and a lot of it is contradictory, right? So low carb is best. We all know that, right? Except we need some carbs, right? So all sugars are bad, right? Except there's this new ad that says, but high fructose corn syrup, but it's just corn, right? You need to be doing your cardio every day, except what about heart disease and overexercise and overtraining? What about all that? Well, so there's just so much going on out there that could confuse and overwhelm even the most diligent among us. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here to help you cut through all of that crap and all of that like the prescriptive stuff, and just empower you with the tools that you need to tune into your own body's wisdom. Yeah, there's scientifically supported data that I need to share with you, but the way it applies to your body is very individual. Okay, so I'm just here to make sure that you feel comfortable knowing what's best for you. And that's what I've done. And I'm absolutely in the best shape of my life. I feel better than ever before. I'm not experiencing, all the symptoms that a lot of women my age are having. And so, yeah, I either had to hide under a rock or come out and decide to finally share these tools that I've been using myself. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here to serve you, and you're thriving. I hope you will join us. I hope you will ask questions if you have them. I'm delighted to be here and be of service, and I just can't wait to get started on all of this with you. So thanks for being here, everybody. I'm going to see you soon. I'll put the web link below. Have a great day.